welcome to the Lifeway Kefir Chef Demonstration Tent and to the Taste of Chicago. This is the 37th year of the Taste of Chicago. Isn't that great?
Yes!
There's going to be 1 million people coming through here to enjoy over 200 menu items and all the food that Chicago has to offer. Chef demonstration tents like the one we're going to see today. We've got pop-up dining, a cocktail lounge. There's a wine and a beer hall over there. So please, yes, wine. It's wine o'clock already. So please enjoy. And on behalf of the city of Chicago, just wanted to welcome you all today. And especially to this beautiful tent sponsored by Lifeway Kefir. Does anybody know what kefir is? Not including the person with the Lifeway Kefir t-shirt on. So kefir is a tangy and smooth and creamy probiotic drink. Probiotic drink is kind of similar to yogurt. Basically means that it introduces these cultures to our bodies that help us with our overall health, immunity, and digestion as well. If you've never had it before, this is the perfect place for you to be. There's a sampling tent just next door. And also want to thank some of our other sponsors on behalf of the city. So we've got Lifeway Foods, Pepsi, Bud Light, the Illinois Lottery, Humana, V103, and Chicago Tribune. And I guess I should, yes, thank you all. I should also introduce myself. My name's Sarah Lynn Pablo. I'm a food and culture writer based here in Chicago and born and raised. And I also run a company called Filipino Kitchen. My fellow Pinay over there. So if you have any questions about Filipino cuisine, I'd be more than happy to talk to you. But without further ado, I'm happy to introduce Johanna Cook from Momma Cuisine.
Hello, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Taste of Chicago. It's a little bit different today because we are filming, for those of you who are not familiar with who I am Johanna Cook, Momma Cuisine, and this is the very first episode. What you're a part of right now is the very first episode of a live cooking talk show called In the Kitch with Momma Cuisine, because we're in the Kitch, right? Kind of a cute name, I thought. And this is our very first live stream broadcast right here from the Taste of Chicago. So give yourselves a round of applause for being here. This is so great because within this demo and this show, you're gonna get 3 other guests. So not just me, it's like a 4-for-1 deal that you're getting today. And I do want to thank our sponsors, which is Lifeway Kefir, for letting us do this here today in the Taste of Chicago, who's been so great to promote this event and this cooking show. You know, I'm based out of Chicago as well, so this is really exciting for me to be part of such a huge community food festival that's known all over the world. But we're gonna get right to it. Let's just turn this down. Can you guys smell that? It smells awesome. But let's get right to it. Speaking of kefir, we have Erica, who is Lifeway's resident cheese expert. Who loves cheese? Yes, we love cheese. So let's give a round of applause to Erica, who's gonna be up here from Lifeway, our first guest. Hi. Thanks, of course. So we're gonna go over here, because Erica and I are gonna make a really simple recipe, and we're gonna talk about Lifeway and kefir and show you guys this great recipe that you could cook at home. So what are we making today?
Today we're making a cheesecake with our farmer cheese. It's this guy right here. It's very similar.
Oh, we need some sound. He's working on it. So we're working with farmer cheese.
Yes.
What is farmer cheese?
So farmer cheese is very similar to like a ricotta or a cottage cheese, but instead of, cottage cheese has it's very wet. This is a little bit drier, it's a little bit creamier and smoother.
Awesome.
So it works amazing in cheesecake.
That's nice, look at that.
It's also made with kefir cultures, so it has a little bit of a probiotic boost to it.
So it's good for you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go right to it, right? So we have some cream cheese right there. We have a mixing bowl here. At home, you can use a food processor, but here we're gonna use some elbow grease.
Yeah.
We have some of that. We'll move this. So this is such a simple recipe because you really just throw everything in. And while you're doing that, we have a pint of blueberries. It's summertime. You can use any berries that you want, but this recipe calls for a pint of blueberries that we're gonna cook down with some honey or sugar, and we're just letting that cool right here, because that's kind of the base, that is the base of this cheesecake recipe.
Exactly. And another really great thing about this recipe is that it's, I mean, obviously you guys can feel the heat right now. You do not want to turn on your oven.
Right.
But this
right,
is
you don't need to turn on the oven.
Exactly,
So it calls for lemon juice and a little lemon zest. So that's going to help too.
There.
Wanna,
Oh yeah, clean
yeah,
off that
it's all
whisk.
stuck in there, right? So food process or a mixer. A mixer would be good with this.
Then you don't break a sweat.
Unless you need to, which I do. I need to always break a sweat. So we have some honey, a couple tablespoons of honey. So sweeten it up. Or maybe a 4th cup. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? See, the best thing about this recipe is you can just like mix with it. You know, you can add like agave or maple syrup instead of the honey.
Yeah, mix up
it's really
the
up
berries.
to your interpretation. Exactly.
Do whatever you want.
Whatever's in season. We love foods that are in season at Lifeway.
So then we have some mason jars. Anything in a mason jar is totally in right now and forever. Whoever invented it is great.
It's the best.
So we have some sugar or shortbread cookies. And let's see here. So tell us, the website has so many recipes.
Yes.
So tell us the website so that they could all, and everyone that's viewing, watching at home.
So our recipe page is a lot of awesome ideas for how to use your kefir. One of our favorite uses is smoothies. Every single Saturday on social media, we post our Smoothie Saturday because there's so many different smoothies you can do. But we also love to make like dips with it. We have a great kefir guacamole recipe.
So
one of my favorite recipes is the kefir ranch dressing.
Okay,
a little bit of like a healthier.
Yes, like a healthier, but you still get all the flavors of ranch.
Exactly. Well, a ranch is often made with buttermilk, and kefir is very similar to buttermilk. It's got like that tart.
It's good for marinades, which we're going to do later.
Yes.
So here, you get the point, right? So we're going to put our farmer's cheese and cheesecake mixture
just layer it in on top.
You just layer it. So pretty. And then you get your berries that you cook down with honey. And we're going to put it on top. Oh, let's use a smaller spoon. Let's see here.
Yeah, use that one.
And layer it on top. That's beautiful. And you could put it in the fridge with saran wrap. Just make it prettier. Isn't that so easy?
Dish.
Good for kids' lunch boxes too. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Erica, for showing us this. Make sure you go check out Lifeway's website. There's so many great healthy versions using kefir. And thank you so much for stopping by today.
My pleasure.
Really
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it. Give her
me.
a round of applause. Awesome. So our next guest today, in keeping with our light and healthy, staying fit, but I'm not gonna, it's also about beauty. When we eat good food, we wanna look good on the outside too. I wanna introduce you all Sarah Baker, who's based out of Chicago. Actually, she lives like a couple blocks away, I think. And she's here today with us. Hi, Sarah.
Hello,
How
my
are
beautiful
you?
girl. So people don't realize that you can put on your face what you eat.
Yes.
Everything that
I'm
you
gonna
put
get it
on
for
your
you. Keep
skin
talking.
absorbs into your body. So when it comes to Lifeway Kefir and everything else, it acts as an anti-inflammatory ingredient. So it helps you soothe any inflamed skin. So if you experience blemishes or any sort of irritation, you can make a nice little mask and it'll calm it down, girl.
She's gorgeous, right? So anything
I
she
use
says,
all
I'm
the
gonna
remedies.
follow.
I use all the remedies. All right,
So let's do this.
This is going to be super simple.
Super easy. All right,
Yes.
tell me what to do, and I'm gonna
Two
do it.
ingredients only. All you need is a little bit of Lifeway Kefir. I would say maybe about 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
You
very
can
little.
always
You
just
don't even
eyeball
know.
it, to
Right.
be honest. Like, we are all about keeping everything super simple.
Okay.
And then you want to grate some cucumber. So cucumber is another really great calming and natural ingredient. So again, if you experience any redness, you grate it all up and you add the juice and a little bit of the grape to the mixture with Lifeway. And then you just apply it to your skin, massage it in. It's kind of like a little exfoliator too if you use
Can you help
the
me?
grated.
Hold it.
Girl,
Hold
I
this.
will try.
Hold
Okay.
this.
All right.
Teamwork. There you go.
Teamwork, girl.
Yeah, because
Teamwork.
we all know the cucumber on the eyes, right? All you beautiful ladies.
Depuffs. So if you've had a long night out, you've been drinking, boozing it up, partying, you can use this to depuff as well.
That's awesome.
You could also eat it too, because you can make
Stick it in your salad.
Make a little smoothie, and then any leftover ingredients you have, just put it all up on your face, and you're good to go.
You get the point, right,
yeah,
guys?
so we
Grate
get
your
the point.
cucumber. We're gonna put it in here.
So we're gonna mix it in here.
It's nice. It's juicy.
Oh, do we have this nice little tiny
cute
whisk?
little whisk.
I've never seen a tiny whisk this small before. And all you really do, if you don't have a whisk, just use a spoon, use your hands. You can get down and dirty in there. Mix it all up. And since we're both wearing our fabulous makeup, I'm not going to apply
pretend to put it
We'll
on.
pretend, massage it in, leave it on for between 10 to 20 minutes. If you really want to feel the effects, you can leave it on longer. And it's also so cooling, so when it's hot outside and you just are trying to have a spa day, you can massage it and enjoy it as well.
Now tell us about balancebabe.com, your website, and everything that you're doing.
Definitely. So Balance Babe is my brand that I created. It's an online platform that is all about holistic health, living, and nutrition. So I like to educate people about plant-based nutrition. I don't promote any sort of specific label when it comes to dieting, but just how great it is to include more fruits and veggies, grains, legumes, all of that good stuff into your diet. So it's called balancebabe.com, and we have recipes, holistic health guides, lifestyle tips, and all sorts of goodies.
Thank you. Well, I really love it because you're not just sharing one thing. And just like you said, it's balancing your life.
For sure.
Whether it's food or the things that you do when you go out to eat and things like that. So it's just really, really great to see, and that you're sharing so many different aspects of how to balance your life.
It's all about being realistic too. So like an approachable way of healthy living, nothing extreme.
Like this, right?
Yeah.
Like so
Super
easy.
simple.
2 ingredients. It's just sitting in your fridge. Put it on your face. It's
You're
also good
one
for
and
men,
done.
not just ladies. Just
sure.
saying, some of you men might need this too, you know?
A little irritation from shaving.
Shaving, yes.
know?
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Sarah will be here if you want to talk to her after the show.
Yes, for sure. All right, adios.
Amazing, thank you. Now our last guest, if you're who here watches the Today Show? Like religiously, every morning? You do back there? Good. Well, maybe you saw her just a couple days ago, Stephanie Mansour from Step It Up with Steph from WTTW, which is featured in the Today Show. She's also Chicago-based, and she's here. And give it up for her, because she's going to show us a couple things today. Hi, Steph. How are you?
Good.
Mwah. Mwah. Okay, mwah, mwah. Mwah. You got to do your kissy-kissy. Well, we're here, but you're going to show us some workout tips. First, tell us about your show on the TV show and everything that you're doing.
Yes. So Step It Up with Steph is the weekly dose of women's health, fitness, and lifestyle entertainment. It's on WTTW here in Chicago, Chicago PBS. And as you were just saying, on Monday, I was on the Today Show featuring workouts that you can do around the house to trick yourself into getting into better shape. So I work primarily with women, and as women, there's an emotional component especially that goes into prioritizing yourself and feeling like you deserve to give yourself the time and space to work out. So we really want to focus on the mental side, and since you're in the kitchen, you know, all the time. She's like, has the best recipes ever.
Thank you. We're in the kitchen.
Yeah, we're in the kitchen. There are some simple things that you can do in the kitchen while you're cooking. And again, this isn't going to help you lose, 20 pounds, but it is helping it so that you get connected with yourself mentally and emotionally.
Once you start it, then it's good.
It keeps going. So if we can do, little 30-second exercises, that's going to build up to even more. And we do have a free 21-day challenge at stepitupchallenge.com, and we have a lot of these little workouts in there. So eventually you'll build up to 20 minutes or 30 minutes just 3 times a week.
Look, I need all the help that I could get. So she's going to show me how. You guys want to see me do a couple things?
Yeah.
We're going to go in front, right?
Yes. You can stand up and do these with us if you want to, just to step it up.
Even better. We're going to force them all to work out.
All right, so this is one exercise that I showed on the Today Show. So you can play a little game with yourself.
Okay.
As you're emptying the dishwasher, you have to tell yourself, I'm going to do 5 squats before I empty 1 dish.
How's my form?
It's, okay, let me help here a little bit.
Show us, because the squatting thing, everyone knows you should be squatting, but I don't know if I'm doing it right.
So the proper form, you can turn sideways actually. All right, proper form is feet as wide as your hips We're gonna have the toes directly out from the heels. Good. We're gonna do the booty back, so like you're sitting in a chair. Okay, so stick it out. No twerking. Abs in. Good. And make sure you can see your toes here. Make sure your knees are not coming forward.
Okay.
Right. So booty goes back, and then we stand up.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That was good. That was number one. Yeah.
That was good. You want me to do 5? Okay, 5.
Yes, 5 before each dish. And then
we're buying paper plates, kids. Paper plates.
And then you empty. Okay. All right, now something else. You've got a really good stirring technique. So you can stir something on the stove and do these side leg lifts. Now this is helping with stabilization. Yeah, you can do this all day long. Yeah. And then you just want to switch hands, go to the other side and even it out. We don't want to be uneven. You have like one side that's bigger than the other.
One nice booty, one not good.
We don't want that. And then one more thing you can do, I'm not sure if you can see this properly, but push-ups against the counter. So feet as wide as your hips, bend down and press up. Now, on the Today Show, we did this while you're doing your smoothie. So you got the smoothie in the blender. You drop and do 10 push-ups. Again, these are little things because once we get our mind in the game, then the exercise comes. Yes.
I say that a lot about cooking too. Like once you just start to be mindful of the healthy ingredients, it becomes natural, just like working out, which we all know is a struggle. Now, I know some of you are just naturally thin.
But you could be unhealthy and want to still be strong.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
So we thank you so much, Stephanie, for being here. Wasn't she amazing? Some really good workouts.
Thank you for having me. I know.
I'm good at squatting now.
Oh yeah, you can also, bicep curls, overhead presses with your probiotic.
Yeah, that's good. Curls. So tell them also what time they can watch the show.
Yeah, so the show's on Saturdays at 10 a.m. on PBS Chicago, and you can also go on social media. We have links to all of the other segments and workouts. And I love probiotics for gut health. So it's not just workouts, it's also about, like you're saying, the food that nourishes your body. And the probiotics really help to get things moving and to set up your digestive tract, because for women especially, as we're getting older, nutrition is one of the biggest parts of all of this. You can work out all day long, but if you're not putting healthy stuff into your body, yeah. Exactly.
Well, thank you so much. Make sure you all tune in to her show. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Where does this come from? Let's put it back.
Yeah.
Okay, there it goes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. There's 2 guests, amazing. 3 guests. Erica, you guys learned a couple things, hopefully. We're just keeping it light and easy this morning. It's so amazing because we're the very first, we're basically kicking off the Taste of Chicago. So we wanted to give you something fun, and I want to show you a simple recipe. So Momma Cuisine is all about great everyday meals. Simple ingredients, basic cooking techniques, a lot of what I showed you today, even with our guests. It's all about having a simple lifestyle, but really being mindful of how you're living your life, and the same thing goes with food. So I have here a recipe that you could do into kebabs or chicken. I mean, chicken dinner recipes, we can never have enough. Right? We can never have enough chicken dinner recipes. And I'm going to show you this one with Lifeway. I'm going to take out a couple ingredients back here. Chicken breast is good because it's lean. It's always on sale, right? And when you get it, and I know some of you have like 2 and 3 refrigerators in your garage. You have like a freezer full of chicken. So, you go to Costco or wherever, you go to your big box stores and grab it. There's so much, but you're always making the same recipe over and over. So I'm going to show you this one that's super easy. Just like someone said earlier, Lifeway Kefir is very much like buttermilk. And everyone knows when you're trying to tenderize chicken or any, like beef even, what do? Fried chicken, right? What do they call it? Buttermilk fried chicken, because they marinate it in buttermilk. So it's very similar thing. We're going to take some kefir here. I have 2 chicken breasts here. And we're just going to cover it with kefir. I have some tongs. Great. Some garlic. Things that you already have around the house. We have here rosemary. Rosemary's nice big twigs, very aromatic, and thyme leaves. Classic pairings with chicken. Thyme and rosemary is classic. Roast chicken, anything, you have to have these 2. that's really good. So I have it chopped up here already. Lots of that, because there's only a couple of ingredients in this dish. It's really best to get the best, you know, the best ingredients and the freshest that you could find. That smells good already. And we have a little bit of salt, of course, and lemon juice. Lemon again, we always know lemon and chicken, any citrus, chicken and herbs is just super classic. So this dish is super healthy, easy, and you just marinate it just like this. I kept it in the fridge for 30 minutes. It's good overnight if you want. You could dice this up beforehand and put it in kebabs since everyone's grilling. And now what we have here, ta-da, we already cooked it for you. You get the point, right? So you cook it just because of time. We have here, I think I need a cutting board. If you could get me a cutting board. But we have some chicken here. Can you see it from up there? It's beautiful. Like, we just did this literally this morning. 30 minutes. We did it in a grill pan. And then we have just a quick salad. Kale, everybody knows, kale is a popular green right now. It's very sturdy. You could even grill it as well if you wanted to and give it some earthy flavors. Pineapple, don't go crazy. You don't have to cut it yourself anymore these days. You can just go to the store. And so if you're doing chicken kebabs, you could even do the diced pineapple in your kebabs with this chicken. Just do your favorite salad dressing or vinaigrette on top of that. And we're gonna grab our kefir marinated chicken, kefir and herbs, and we're gonna slice it. So nice thin slices. See how juicy? Super juicy. That kefir really helps to keep this nice and juicy for you. Let's cut it here. You could do this with any side that you want. Right now we have our pineapple kale salad. We have some chicken that we're gonna put on top of that. Super easy party dish. Super easy thing to put in your lunchbox, you know, for work. Super easy thing to feed the entire family. Inexpensive and very, very delicious. I hope you could smell that because it smells so great. And you know, again, if you can please visit mommacuisine.com. You'll see tons of recipes. You'll see the show up there as well. We do lots of product giveaways. And I again want to thank the Taste of Chicago, Lifeway Foods for having us here today. Our next episode, live stream event of In the Kitch Live with Momma Cuisine is going to be at the McHenry County Fair in August. So you can see us live from the county fair next month. And that's what we'll be. So we're going to open it up right now. If anyone has any questions.
I think that may be it for questions.
That's it? Yeah. Awesome. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Tune in next month to In the Kitch. For anyone watching live at home, thank you so much for tuning in to our live stream, our very first live stream of In the Kitch with Momma Cuisine. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next month live from the McHenry County Fair. This is Johanna Cook. We'll see you next time.